What if the FOREX trader mentoring you isn't a Wall Street guru, but a teenager hunched over a cracked screen in a dimly lit cybercave, typing lies with a stolen laptop? Picture this. In Kenya's financial Wild West, fake FOREX brokers aren't just petty scammers. They are digital warlords, armed with charm and cunning, preying on your dreams of wealth and rewriting your future into a nightmare of debt. Every false promise is a calculated move in a dangerous game of deception, where ambition is exploited for profit. I'm Alfred Mugo, your guide through this treacherous terrain, and today we're ripping apart their playbook, sharing gut-wrenching survivor stories, and arming you with the tools to shield yourself from their polished lies. Before we plunge into the chaos, this voice might be AI-generated, but the fury pulsing through it is 100% human. I've built this channel as a war room to expose financial predators, those slick-con artists strutting around in unmoney knockoffs, feeding off the sweat of hard-working Kenyans. In a landscape where trust is the ultimate currency, every scam is a brutal reminder of the cost of misplaced hope. If you're fed up with seeing your friends, family, or even yourself bleed money to these frauds, hit that subscribe button now and join the fight. We're not just talking about scams today, we're declaring war on them. Let's strip this beast bare and get raw, right now. Common scam techniques, a deeper dive. Let's peel back the curtain on how these fake FOREX traders operate. They are not amateurs fumbling in the dark. They are masters of deception with a playbook so slick it could fool even the sharpest minds. Every tactic they employ is a lesson in manipulation, designed to exploit both emotion and logic. Buckle up as we unpack their most dangerous tactics, step by step, so you can spot their traps a mile away and dodge the bullet before it's too late. 1. The illusion of legitimacy. First on the list, they dazzle you with the illusion of legitimacy, and it's as convincing as it is chilling. Many of these so-called Nairobi-based brokers set up shop in virtual offices. Think shiny Riga suites that scream success. They invest in sophisticated online imagery and scripted testimonials, crafting a facade that mirrors reputable financial institutions. But here's the reality. One victim, a single mother from Thika, trekked to a prestigious Westlands address after sinking 80,000 Kenyan shillings into a surefire investment. What did she find? A dusty, windowless room with a flickering bulb, a lone laptop buzzing on a rickety table, and a receptionist who turned out to be an Uber driver paid 500 Kenyan shillings a day to play pretend. "I thought I was meeting millionaires," she said, voice trembling. "Instead, I met a mirage." But it gets darker. These scammers have upgraded their game with deep fake deception, straight out of a sci-fi horror flick. Using AI tools like Deep Face Lab, they clone the voices and faces of Kenyan celebrities. Imagine Churchill's hearty laugh or Akathe's commanding tone urging you to invest now before it's too late. In this digital masquerade, every pixel is a potential lie, a calculated step toward emptying your bank account. A 2023 investigation blew the lid off this trick. 87% of those glossy success story videos flooding your WhatsApp groups, they are starring face-swapped actors, not real winners. It's not just a scam anymore. It's a high-tech heist, and your trust is a prize. 2. Psychological warfare. Next up, they wage psychological warfare. And trust me, they aim straight for your heart. One of their deadliest moves is a drip-feed tactic, a slow poison designed to reel you in. This method is as insidious as it is systematic, ensuring that even a small win makes you complacent enough to bet everything. Picture this. You invest 5,000 Kenyan shillings, and a week later, they let you withdraw 1,000 Kenyan shillings. "See? We're legit," they purr, their voices dripping with fake sincerity. You feel a rush. Maybe this is a real deal. So you pour in your life savings, 200,000 Kenyan shillings from selling your motorbike, maybe even your kids' school fees. Then, silence. Your calls go unanswered, your account freezes, and that money, poof, it's vanished into the ether. And if that's not cruel enough, they lay on the guilt trips, emotional blackmail that cuts deep. You're letting your family down by not investing more. They'll say, their tone icy and accusing. Don't you want your kids to eat well? Don't you want a better life? It's classic manipulation, a psychological gut punch that preys on your love for your loved ones. Every word is designed to blur the line between care and coercion, leaving you defenseless against their demands. They don't just want your cash. They want your mind, your confidence, your very soul under their control. It's a game of trust, and they are playing to win. 3. The exit strategy. And when they've squeezed every last shilling out of you, they execute their exit strategy with surgical precision. These scammers vanish like ghosts in the night, leaving no trace but your empty bank account. Their disappearance is as swift as it is silent, turning every interaction into a final act of betrayal. Here's how they do it. After cashing out, they dump their burner phones into the Nairobi River, cheap, untraceable handsets bought for 300 Kenyan shillings in Gikomba. Just last month, a recycler in Koroga stumbled across a haunting discovery: over 2,000 discarded SIM cards, waterlogged and tangled in the reeds, every single one tied to a FOREX scam that shattered someone's life. But it's not just the phones. They erase their digital footprints too. Fake websites shut down overnight. Social media accounts evaporate, and that customer service number you've been calling, it's suddenly not in service. They don't just leave you broke. They leave you questioning reality, staring at a graveyard of broken dreams where your hope used to stand. In the aftermath, you're left grappling with disbelief and despair as every digital echo of their presence vanishes into thin air. It's cold, calculated, and devastatingly effective. A victim's story, John's nightmare. Now, let's put a face to the pain. Meet John, a soft-spoken primary school teacher from Nairobi's Eastlands who didn't just lose 50,000 Kenyan shillings. He lost his marriage, his peace, and his faith in humanity. His story isn't just a warning. It's a descent into a scammer's twisted world where hope becomes a weapon. Here's how they broke him, phase by excruciating phase. Phase 1. It started innocently enough. Fake customer care agents, smooth-talking voices claiming to be senior account managers, began calling John every day, sometimes twice, their persistence relentless. Upgrade to VIP status, they urged, dangling promises of exclusive signals and guaranteed profits. All it would take was another 20,000 Kenyan shillings. This is your chance to change your life, they said, and John, dreaming of a better future for his kids, believed them. He borrowed the cash from a neighbor, promising to pay it back once the profits rolled in. The seeds of betrayal were planted with each reassuring word, leaving him vulnerable and hopeful. Phase 2. Then came the bait, a cruel glimmer of hope. One morning, John logged into his account and saw a photoshopped screenshot, a 1.2 million Kenyan shillings balance, glowing on the screen like a jackpot. His heart raced. He could pay off his debts, buy his wife that sewing machine she'd always wanted. But there was a catch. You need to pay a 10,000 Kenyan shillings tax clearance fee to withdraw it, the scammers insisted. Desperate, John scraped together the money, selling his TV to a pawn shop. He sent it off, hand shaking with anticipation. That moment, filled with both hope and dread, marked the turning point where trust collided with reality. Phase 3. The mask finally dropped when John couldn't pay more. We need another 15,000 Kenyan shillings for verification, they demanded, their tone shifting from friendly to menacing. When he admitted he was tapped out, the threats began. We'll report you to KRA for tax evasion, they snarled. Your name will be blacklisted. Terrified, John sold his wife's sewing machine, the one she used to earn extra cash stitching school uniforms, to silence them. Now she's gone, he whispers, voice breaking, and I'm stuck with loan sharks banging on my door every night. Each demand was a calculated blow, dismantling not just his finances, but the foundation of his trust and dignity. John's nightmare isn't just a story. It's a scream echoing across Kenya right now. How to protect yourself. Actionable editions. So how do you fight back against these predators? Knowledge is your armor, and action is your sword. Here are 4 battle-tested strategies to protect your money and your sanity from these FOREX frauds. Let's lock and load. 1. The CMA Check hack. First rule, don't just trust a shiny license on a website. Those can be faked in 5 minutes with Photoshop. Dig deeper with the CMA Check hack. Kenya's Capital Markets Authority, CMA, is your first line of defense. Grab your phone and call their hotline at +254 20 226 4000. Don't just ask if a broker is licensed. Get specific. Is XYZ broker registered under file number ABC? Legit firms have records. Scammers don't. One caller called a fake broker this way. The manager hung up mid-sentence when pressed for a file number. Hotlines don't lie. Con artists do. This extra step could be the difference between safeguarding your future or falling prey to an elaborate trap. 2. Social media forensics. Next, turn detective with social media forensics. That flashy Instagram trader with a Rolex and a Range Rover, right-click their profile pic and select Search Image with Google. If it's a stock photo from Shutterstock or a random Nigerian influencer posing on a yacht, that's your first red flag. Dig into their follower stats too. Fake accounts often boast 10K followers but get 3 likes per post. Tops. Real traders have engagement. Scammers have bots. One savvy Kenyan exposed a millionaire mentor this way. Turns out his mansion was a Google Maps screenshot from Florida. It's not just about verifying images. It's about reading between the digital lines and recognizing when a profile is all show and no substance. 3. The Withdrawal Test. Here's a practical gut check, the Withdrawal Test. Before you pour your hard-earned cash into any platform, start small, invest 1,000 Kenyan shillings and demand to withdraw 500 Kenyan shillings a week later. What's their reaction? Legit brokers process it smoothly, no fuss. Scammers? They'll stall with excuses, system maintenance, minimum withdrawal limits, or surprise processing fees. If they make it hard to get your own money back, Bolt, a Mombasa businessman, dodged a 300,000 Kenyan shillings lost this way. He walked away when they charged him 2,000 Kenyan shillings to withdraw 500 Kenyan shillings. This simple experiment serves as your early warning system. If the process falters, trust your instincts and cut your losses. 4. Code word vigilance. Finally, listen like a hawk with code word vigilance. Real FOREX brokers speak a language. Terms like spreads, pips, leverage, and margin calls. It's technical, grounded in reality. Scammers? They peddle fairy tales, risk-free returns, government-approved secrets, or millionaire mentorship for just 5,000 Kenyan shillings. If it sounds like a late-night infomercial, it's a trap. One red flag phrase. Double your money in 24 hours. Lured a Kisumu mechanic into losing 70,000 Kenyan shillings last year. Tune your ears to the lingo, and you'll hear the lies coming a mile away. Remember, real expertise comes with nuance and detail. Anything overly simplified is a warning sign. Historical context. Kenya's scam epidemic. Let's step back and see the bigger picture. Kenya's FOREX scam epidemic isn't new. It's a festering wound that's been bleeding for years. Here's a timeline of shame that shows how deep this rut goes and why it keeps getting worse. It kicked off in 2015 with the VIP portal scam, a slick operation that promised VIP wealth and sucked in 13,000 Kenyans, from matatu drivers to office clerks. Losses? A staggering 1.1 billion Kenyan shillings, enough to build schools or hospitals, gone in a flash. Then came 2020 spring market collapse, another house of cards that crumbled, leaving 2.4 billion Kenyan shillings in ashes and families shattered. Fast forward to 2023, and we hit a new low, the deepfake pastor scam. Fake men of God, powered by AI, preach divine FOREX signals on YouTube live streams, fleecing believers out of millions with Bible verses and bogus trades. Each scam marks a chapter in a tragic saga of exploitation, where dreams are traded for deception. Why does Nairobi keep drowning in this mess? Blame the perfect storm. Cybercave hubs in Eastleigh charge scammers 50 Kenyan shillings an hour to juggle 100-plus fake Facebook profiles, churning out lies faster than you can block them. M-Pesa loophole fuel the fire, till numbers let frauds rake in cash anonymously, no ID required. Mix in a hunger for quick wealth, and you've got a scammer's paradise and a victim's hell. It's a system rigged by opportunity and desperation, a modern tragedy unfolding in real time. Emerging trends, Scam Tech 2.0. But these crooks aren't resting on their laurels. They're evolving, and their new tricks are straight out of a dystopian playbook. Here's what's cooking in Scam Tech 2.0, and why you need to stay one step ahead. 1. Telegram bots. First, meet the Telegram bots. Tireless, soulless machines like FOREX AI Kenya that flood your DMs 24/7. They mimic human chatter, typing, "Hey bro, want to 10x your money," with eerie precision. One victim got 50 messages in a day, each more desperate. Last chance. They don't sleep, they don't stop, and they're everywhere. Telegram groups with thousands of traders are often just one guy and his army of bots. In this digital blitzkrieg, every message is a calculated lure designed to overwhelm and confuse. 2. Pig butchering scams. Then there's a pig butchering scam, cruel, calculated, and downright evil. It starts with a random hi on Facebook from a charming stranger, maybe a single mom or a businessman abroad. They spend weeks building trust, sending selfies, stolen, of course, even calling you babe. Then the hook, my uncle's a FOREX genius, let's invest together. A Nakuru nurse lost 150,000 Kenyan shillings this way, sobbing, I thought he loved me. They fatten you up with affection, then slaughter your savings. This scam preys on your emotions, blurring the lines between romance and financial ruin. 3. Fake apps. And don't download that app just yet. Fake clones like MetaTrader 5 Pro are lurking on Google Play Store, racking up 5K downloads before anyone notices. They look legit, with sleek logos and glowing reviews, all fake. But buried in the permissions, access to your bank accounts, contacts, even your camera. One user watched 90,000 Kenyan shillings drain from his equity account in real time. By the time he uninstalled it, the damage was done. These digital traps are dressed in the guise of convenience, only to turn your smartphone into a gateway for cyber theft. These aren't apps, they're digital landmines. Psychological impact, beyond money. The scars from these scams don't stop at your wallet. They carve into your mind, your family, your future. Some victims spiral into Stockholm Syndrome, clinging to hope like a lifeline. They'll come back if I wait, a Kiambu trader told me, still defending the scammers who took his 200,000 Kenyan shillings 2 years ago. He checks his empty account daily, praying for a miracle that'll never come. The emotional fallout can be as devastating as a financial loss, leaving a permanent mark on one's confidence and trust. Others carry generational wounds. Take a Kakamega grandmother who burned 300,000 Kenyan shillings, her entire retirement savings, on a fake FOREX promise. Her grandson says she screams if anyone mentions online now, her trust shattered beyond repair. She used to be the strongest woman I knew, he says. Now she's a shadow. It's not just money lost. It's pride, hope, and faith in a better tomorrow, stolen by thieves who don't care who they break. These personal tragedies weave into a larger tapestry of societal loss, underscoring the urgent need for awareness and reform. Unmasking the scammers, our collective stand. So, what's next? We fight back, together. Head straight to the comments and tag the scammers you know. Let's shine a light so intense they have nowhere to hide. Every shared story is a step toward dismantling their network, creating a digital barricade against fraud. We'll crowdsource their downfall, turning those phony 5-star reviews into digital tombstones that scream scam to everyone passing by. And yes, share your own stories, because every time you speak up, you strengthen this community and weaken their hold. And to the scammers lurking in the shadows, I see you. We all do. We're screenshotting your posts, documenting every burner phone, and exposing every fake profile. Your days of profiting from stolen dreams are numbered. We won't rest until every Kenyan, and beyond, knows exactly who you are and how you operate. To the victims out there, you're not alone, you're not broken, and you're definitely not powerless. Spread this video like wildfire. Send it to your WhatsApp groups, your friends, your family. Together, our voices become a formidable force against those who thrive on deceit. The more eyes on this, the fewer victims fall into their traps. If this fired you up, smash that like button, share the message, and subscribe for more. We're building a movement, one video, one story, one stand at a time. Stay sharp, stay safe, and let's take back the power together. Before I sign off, remember, this isn't my real voice, but I hope the message was clear. If you watched till the end, drop a comment on how I'm scripting my content. I'm still finding my style and haven't reached where I want to be yet. Your feedback helps me create videos that keep you engaged right through to the last word. Alfred Mugo signing off.